In the glowing evenings of Paris, where every street was laced with perfume, lights, and elegance, lived a girl named Anissa Duclair, breathtakingly beautiful, confident, and proud. With her golden hair, deep blue eyes, and graceful style, she was the center of attention wherever she went. Born and raised in a wealthy and liberal family, Anissa believed that someone like her was meant to be the wife of a prince, a man of stature, wealth, and luxury. But fate had something else in store. During her university days, she met Adrien Lucas, a quiet, kind-hearted young man who worked part-time at a cafe to support his studies and family. He had no fancy lifestyle, no grand gestures, no wealth to offer, only honesty in his eyes, depth in his silence, and an unconditional, selfless love in his heart. At first, Anissa didn't think much of him. He was just a simple boy, nothing, like the men she imagined herself with. But time has a way of revealing the truth behind appearances. Slowly, she found herself drawn to his sincerity, his calm presence, and the warmth in his unspoken care. They fell in love, and despite her family's disapproval, Anissa chose Adrien. They had a love marriage, simple, humble, but real. For a while, everything felt perfect. They lived in a modest apartment on the edge of the city. Adrien would cook her breakfast every morning, kiss her goodbye before going to work, and return every evening just to listen to how her day went. He treated her like a queen in the only way he could, with love, respect, and loyalty. But with time, things changed. Anissa began to feel restless. She would look into the mirror and wonder, I'm so beautiful. Why am I living this small? Life? Why am I not wearing designer clothes, going to exclusive parties, being admired by Paris's elite? The modest apartment started to suffocate her. Adrien's love began to feel insufficient. She convinced herself that she deserved more. A luxurious life, a glamorous husband, a grand existence. One day, she finally said it. I can't live with you anymore. You have nothing. Adrien looked at her with pain in his eyes, but his voice remained calm as he replied, I have you. That's all I need. But Anissa laughed, a cold, mocking laugh. She didn't understand the value of what she had, the purest kind of love. She saw his simplicity as weakness, his loyalty as lack of ambition. A few days later, she left him. They got divorced. Life moved on, or so she thought. Soon after, at a high-profile party, she met Laurent Bleu, a man who seemed to be everything Adrien wasn't. Rich, handsome, charming, expensive cars, luxury homes, and an attitude soaked in charisma. Anissa was enchanted. Laurent showed her a life of high society, gifts, weekends in the Riviera, champagne at rooftop dinners. She thought she had finally found her real destiny. But everything that glitters is not gold. Months later, the illusion shattered. One day, Laurent's wife, Madame Hélène Bleu, stormed into the luxurious mansion and screamed, This wealth? This house? It's mine! Everything here belongs to my family. Laurent is a penniless loser. You thought you found a prince? He used you like a toy. Anissa froze. Her legs trembled. Her world came crashing down. She realized everything she had built with Laurent was fake. The comfort, the luxury, the promises. All a lie. In that moment of devastation, only one face came to her mind. Adrien. She ran back to the small apartment where she had once lived, where she had once truly smiled. With trembling hands, she knocked on the door. Tears welled in her eyes as she whispered, Adrien, I was wrong. I made a mistake. Please forgive me. Take me back. The door opened slowly. Adrien stood there. He looked the same, calm, composed. But his eyes were different. They no longer held the warmth she once saw. The love was gone. I've learned to live without you, he said softly. When I had you, I had everything. But now, even though you're standing here, I no longer have a place for you in my heart. He closed the door. Anissa collapsed to the ground. Outside, the city of lights couldn't hide the darkness inside her. She wept not just for what she had lost, but for what she had thrown away, because sometimes the thing we chase was never worth it, and the thing we leave behind was everything. You were all I had, and now she was only a memory.